Well, welcome back to the Gleneagle Hotel. It's been an absolutely riveting afternoon. Wins for Youghal CYMS, knocking out the Munster champions and defending All-Ireland champions New Institute. And a huge scalp as the tournament favourites Antrim were defeated by Q Club Killarney. And a little earlier on, just after the match, I got to catch up with the captain of the Q Club team, Mr. Derry O'Sullivan, who sunk the vital ball. Well, welcome back to the Gleneagle Hotel. We just had a dramatic quarter-final game between the Q Club Killarney against the tournament favourites Antrim. Alistair Wilson and Derry O'Sullivan down to the last couple of balls. And Derry O'Sullivan, the Q Club captain, is with me. The second favourites, you knocked them out on that table with James Bateman, Kilkenny Shed. And now the favourites Antrim, Alistair Wilson, you saw him off on the deciding frame. I'm just wondering, have you any nerves in your body at all, Derry? Congratulations, wonderful win. How do you feel?
Oh, it's unbelievable, Derek. It's just unbelievable. Just what a bunch of lads I'm playing for in the first place, and just I don't know how to describe it. To be fair, but just the buzz, the feeling, the last frame. I love it. I love it.
I don't think you've a nerve in your body, Derry, have you?
There's not many left anyway.
Looking at the game, you saw it was unfolding. It was inevitable, wasn't it? It was going to come down to you again.
When you get the slowest player on the team, you're in trouble.
Of course, fantastic run last week in the Munster Championship, all the way to the final.
Oh, yeah, unbelievable.
Unlucky, really, in the end. It could have went either way.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's very difficult to pick yourself up from a final defeat, but obviously you've taken the momentum forward this week, and you're playing great snooker all along.
All the boys have plenty of self-belief now, and hopefully we'll continue and carry it on for the rest of the day. Be a great achievement.
It's going to be repeated, the Munster semi-final where you played Youghal CYMS, who had a very good win also just a few minutes ago. So you're back up against Youghal again. You all know each other very well.
Cracking team, Youghal, cracking. There was only one ball in it last weekend. Impossible to call the game, 50-50.
Okay, you haven't got much time now. I'm not going to hold you long because you're going to have to recover to get going again in about 40 minutes' time. Would you have taken this at the start of it? Of course you would.
We take it at the start, but we don't want it now. We want it all.
Right, congratulations, Derry. Wonderful performance. I don't know how you do it, to be honest. I don't know how you can go through that kind of pressure. Well done.
Thank you.
I'm sure that the Antrim team were very gracious in defeat as well. I know that you met every one of them.
Yeah, great bunch of lads.
Yeah, they're a great team.
Yeah.
So, one more game and then it's another possible final?
Hopefully we'll see. We'll give it our all.
Okay, Derry, thanks very much.
You.
Derry O'Sullivan there. Well, welcome back to the really happy Derry O'Sullivan. You can imagine what an achievement. 2 fantastic victories here at the Q Club Killarney. Derek Kiley here with you with Stephen Scully from PackerReds.com in the commentary position here at the Gleneagle Hotel. You're very welcome along, Stephen. Delighted to have you here.
Thanks very much, Derek. It's great to be here. It's a first-time visitor actually to this championships, and it's been a great experience. I'll be a regular visitor, I think, from here on.
Yeah, your overall impressions of the tournament, was it what you expected when you came down the road?
To be honest, I wasn't prepared for being as professional as it is and how well run as it is. I really enjoyed there's a lovely combination. That's a fantastic pot to start off with, by the way.
Brown there, yeah, sinking a long red, beautiful position on the black.
Yeah, just the mix of everybody enjoying themselves, plus the level of competitiveness that's with it as well. It's just the right mix.
Delighted to have you with us, and I hope you are a regular visitor, Stephen.
Thanks, Derek.
It's Roadstone versus Blackstaff. Roadstone from the Dublin League, Blackstaff from Northern Ireland. And Philip Brown will take on CJ Anderson. It's the Roadstone man at the table. Already has a red and a black. Looking to drop this into the centre pocket. Just a little short on that. Got the knuckle at the front of the pocket, so it's going to be tense. Semi-finals are always tense at the All-Ireland Club Championships, and we've got the best of 5 frames here, so these games, as we know, can be very quick or go right down to the last table. 5 teammates of the 2 players on the screen battling it out on 4 other tables. So lovely ball to the ball cushion from CJ Anderson. Good safety shot. Philip Brown looking to the red to the right, doesn't have an opportunity to play that red. It would be so much easier if he could. Maybe he's thinking about coming off the cushion if he can't hit it directly. So we're left with 4 clubs in the All-Ireland Club Championship. in the other venue, venue 2, you all see YMS are playing against Q Club Killarney. Could in fact hit it. It was unlucky to get a bounce of the red off the pack there. So there will be a new name on the trophy. It's been an open type of tournament. Lots of teams could have won it, but Derry O'Sullivan from the Q Club demolished the second favourites and then demolished the favourites as well. So CJ Anderson will look to try and put Blackstaff into the final. Philly Brown will have different ideas completely. Just let's talk about PackerReds.com, Stephen. You know, you're a member of Potters, of course they're here as well in Drogheda. But using the technology for the layman now, can you explain it, how it works? Because it's a fantastic, innovative idea that you have.
Yeah, essentially what it is, it's aimed at increasing overall participation in the game. And so we have, as seen from this weekend and this week, we've lots of really high quality players, but what we need to do is get more people in playing the game again. And that's basically what it's aimed at doing, taking away those barriers of people getting involved in the game, maybe making it easier for them to go with their friends to play. So set up little competitions, link up with the different clubs that they can play with as well. And with that, a big part of the focus is getting more juniors in to play the game as well.
Absolutely.
Because we know that they embrace technology more than the rest of us as well.
Of course.
So this is what it does. It allows people to log on, see who they're playing, see their fixtures, see other results in competitions, see the standings as they are at that time, and get the contact details of whoever they're meant to play as well. And overall, it allows for a handicap to be applied as well. I'm sorry, I know I'm talking over some fantastic shots coming through there.
That's okay. Once we can see them, I think this year that's the crucial plus. CJ Anderson in his seat. Philly Brown has potted a nice black again. Long way to go on this. So, and four of the tables, which is maybe the viewers don't understand. Maybe some of the viewers, I'm sure most of them do. 4 tables aside from this playing at the one time. First team with 3 match wins get through to the All Ireland Club Finals. Philly Brown looking to put that into the pockets. We've done well. He'll need the rest again, I would imagine. Well, that's 2 reds and 2 blacks.
Yeah, he'll need the long stuff for this by the looks of things.
Maybe a butt extension, maybe a long one. You know,
he can reach it,
yeah, he's going to stretch. He's got a good angle here to get back on the black again. Nice gentle touch. Looks square. That could be good if he thinks about going into the pack. He's got 1 loose red to play with.
Yeah.
So Philip Brown from the Roadstone Club, a member of the ICC team for 7 years, I think. So a lot of international experience as well. And the standard of players here in this semi-final, all of them, all 10 of them, high standard. Most of them have played international snooker, have won some sort of ranking events down through the years. So it's a very high standard competition.
Absolutely.
Just want to get more information on it. When you're saying handicaps, creating competitions amongst friends and colleagues, you can do your own thing. You don't have to rely on the club once you have this system. But also for the clubs too, Stephen. It works out, you know, and for tournaments like this, for example, where you have lots of groups, round robin events, all that stuff, it kind of simplifies all that stuff, doesn't it?
It does. It takes the workload out of tournament directing, if you like.
Yeah.
And again, the communication with the players itself is simplified. So it's everybody. Let's face it, everybody has a smartphone nowadays. They can look on their phone, see who has been winning, where they currently stand on the tables in the standings, and when their next match is, who they're going to be playing. All of that, just making it so much more simple.
It's a template, really. You can fill that template, and the mathematics and the, I suppose, the different logarithms and all this stuff will work it out for you. But it's really, the information you feed gets put into the correct place a lot easier.
Yes, it does. But it also allows for different tournament creation as well. It's not just your knockout or your league. You can have your, like you said, what we have here, the different divisions followed by knockouts. You can have double elimination. You can, all the formats basically.
So CJ Anderson gets his first shot and his first pot for Blackstaff B in this semi-final. Now he's had a fantastic tournament. He's been very, very strong. Like all these players, if he gets a rhythm going, the balls are really set beautifully for him. He's just slightly underhit that, or overhit it, depends what way you look at it. May have to bridge over these balls though. It's an extremely difficult cut on there, but I don't think he's going to risk that. Maybe he will, with safety in mind, but 2 balls above at the top of the table, that makes that a little difficult. That red may go to the middle as well.
It's a game of such fine margins, isn't it? Just a couple of rolls of that that white took him out of position.
Yeah, these super fine cloths just missed it on the high side. Super fine cloths are very fast, very thin cloths, and the table pockets are a little bit tighter than your standard cloth pockets. So, as you can see, you have to be so accurate. Philly Brown definitely got his shooting eyes on, because he came in here and he's had a few good pots already. Not always the easiest thing to do, Stephen. Come from the outside of this room, walk in here, and then suddenly produce pots. It's a extremely tough environment.
Yeah, and this is pressure for the amateur player. This is as much pressure as you get in a year. So team game brings its own level of pressure as well. So
again, Philly Brown.
But that's an excellent pot. Yeah.
Yeah, excellent with the long pot. A bit unlucky not to get on the black there. He's got the pink. He may, if he's going to take that pink on, he may have to double it. He's taking a bit of a chance here. It's a long way from the double, and he luckily kicked that red. That was a danger, but you know, looking at that, no harm done.
It'd be difficult for Philip to get a safety shot from this now, with the, as you said, red's at the top of the table as well.
Yeah, well, the big boy, he's a big boy, CJ. He's going to
maybe leave the white on the bottom cushion.
Yeah, he'll do that. It's the simplest shot. Philly will play a bit of this as well now, I'd imagine, over and back. He'll send one red away, but it looks like CJ may have the last red in this little movement. So 25.6, Philip Brown at the table. CJ Anderson just contemplating one or two things there, taking a little check around the room with his teammates. So Philip Brown will look to put this back on the black cushion. That's a little hard.
Maybe left an opportunity to the red, to the middle. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, a few tempters there for sure. The bottom red is the most safest option. Might be more of a difficult pot. Maybe the red in the middle there may be the option as well, but difficult. No, just decided it's not worth it. And we'll look to have a better safety shot on this side. No, he's pretty much put it where Philly had it. So he's saying to Philip, I didn't want to try it. If you do, off you go.
As you said, these pockets are so tight, so especially in the middle, it's a very difficult shot.
It's risky, but the reward is... Well, Philly may be looking for a smash here with a bit of a good screw back. Looking to get this behind the black. And there's a loose red flying around the place. And where's that going to end up? Well, that's okay too. Philip Brown.
It's a type of table now that one good shot is going to leave somebody in for a high score.
Yeah, it's messy, but there are a lot of loose reds out there. Philip Brown 25 points ahead. Now CJ Anderson is going to attempt this into the middle pocket. It wasn't what he would have wanted, far from it actually, and Philip Brown has a chance here now. He may stun for the black. Lets it run.
It's okay.
Well, that's okay, but has the angle. CJ sits down. He's not happy with himself after that effort. Philip Brown. Oh, he's in control of the table. If he could knock in 4 or 5 reds here, he'll be on his way to a one-frame victory in the specified game. So it's going to be the pink spot for the black, the red covering the black spot, highest spot available. Philip Brown rolls through for the blue. I think the secret here, Stephen, these conditions are tough. The pockets are tight. The cloth is fast. There's a lot of pressure on you.
Yeah.
And the secret to success in Killarney is do the simple things well and you'll be okay. Don't miss the easy shots. And
I think that's the secret everywhere, never mind Killarney.
yeah, well, there's no showboating down here, I can tell you that,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
when you're playing for your team, it's so much different than playing for yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, good start by the Dublin League man, Philip Brown from Roadstone. Dublin Billiards and Snooker League. He's pretty focused, this Philip.
Yeah, they're nicely placed in the open, these reds at the minute, and they're if he can get up and around, the black will only go to this right corner pocket, so from this red.
Yeah, you may think about putting it into the centre pocket, but you know, it would make more sense to get high up the table for this black.
Yeah, you're right, sorry.
I know a small bit about the game.
Whatever small bit, it's about 10 times what I know.
He's going to try and stop this on the pink spot, I would thought. Yeah, he's got the angle nice. The black will go back on its spot. The blue could be the next place for Philly Brown to head to. 43 points to 13. So, 30-point lead. It's a lot at this stage. There's 3 reds at the top, but they're not in the best place. We can get on the blue here. It'll give him another opportunity for that loose red at the top of the table. That should pot into the green pocket, so that's a perfect angle for Philip Brown.
I wonder will he try to get on the pink at some stage here to free up that red to go into that corner.
He's going to have to.
Yeah.
He's just going to have to. He'll take a look, you know, possibly the pink here if he gets the right follow. It's difficult to get on the pink from that position, but he could follow through. It's just that if he overrolls it, but with such a solid lead, he can afford to take a chance on that. Just has to pass the brown in some way. I'm not sure how he's going to get into position for the next ball after that. He's done that well.
That's nicely
Beautiful,
done.
Beautiful shot. Well, 6 points would make a big difference, bring him up to a 50-point lead. Philip Brown has got to be careful with this. Well, he was unlucky that he caught the yellow, but he's still pretty much straight onto the bottom pocket, bottom right-hand pocket. It's a pretty straight shot. It's a tight angle.
It's a sort of a shot to nothing as well, though, because he's left a very tough table, even if he misses here.
Well, C.J. Anderson won't want this to go anywhere near the pocket. He'll want to try and have one more attempt at this frame. Philip Brown looked so solid in this opening frame, playing really well. A long way away there, the ball travels across, but it won't go in. It'll stay relatively safe.
Yeah.
Well, C.J. Anderson will more than likely send that red up the table now and keep the 4 balls together. Gives him a better opportunity of a bit of break building. But he's 50 points behind here. Long way to go to get back into this frame. Now Philip Brown immediately back, surveying the damage. And there is a bit of damage here. It's an awkward one.
It's awkward bridging, isn't it?
Yeah, bridging right over the black. Has to now let fly, and he has let fly into the corner. It's a good shot because that wasn't easy. It's an opportunity now though for C.J. Anderson. He's got to take, you're thinking he's got to take the brown here. Maybe he's got some cue power, he might get it back. Oh, that was wild.
Where's the white? Always wanted to say, where's the white
Where's the
ball
white going? So I would expect Philip Brown to pot this.
Yeah, it's worth the cut.
I think that he'll hit it nice and handy. He should end up on the brown. It's a good shot. Well, he's...
Oh, That's
That
unlucky.
won't bother him either much. He's got the yellow into the middle if he wants to try that. Maybe he'll use the yellow for safety. Now he's using the brown instead. So looking to clip this behind the pink if possible. So I know a lot of people have been watching throughout the last 2 days. We're delighted to have you with us. Why don't you just let us know who you are, where you're from, who you're shooting for. Send us in a comment. We'll read them out if they are readable. Sometimes just watch the language, as I always say. Yeah, send us a comment there. We'll read out your name, where you're watching from, who you're supporting. And, you know, it'd be nice to know where you are this evening as we approach 10 to 6 in Killarney in this All-Ireland Snooker Club Championship semi-final. CJ Anderson, last bite of the cherry here, going to be playing the black.
Did he try to develop the burn there while he was there?
Yeah, he did. He
Was it a
tried
good
to
effort?
spring that brown. Yeah, it was a good effort. Oh, that's a mile off.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
That is a long way off. I think he's selecting to give the frame he has. He's conceded the first frame. We're going to take a small little break. Stephen Scully here with me, Derek Kiley in the commentary position. Full-time Productions. Give us a subscription. Give us a like. Let us know where you are. Send us a comment. Who are you shouting for? This is the All-Ireland Snooker Club Championships. And we're here with you right through to the end. Okay, welcome back. Frame 2. Roadstone A lead by a frame to nil. Philip Brown, very impressive in the opening frame. He's up against CJ Anderson from Blackstaff. It's Dublin versus Belfast. A few people getting in touch. Enda O'Hagan is watching. Well done, Enda. Delighted to have you with us. Nathan O'Brien, how things? Who's in the other semi-finals? Well, I can tell you it's Yaws CYMS versus Q Club Killarney. Big welcome to Owen McGrath, Brian Walsh and Carl Burke, all watching. And the boss is watching, Patrick O'Donoghue. We got to get you down here, Patrick, for a few words. Delighted to see you with us here in the house you own, to put it mildly. Patrick O'Donoghue watching there, delighted that. Dylan Brown, welcome along. Mark Nagel is in Norway at the moment, giggling and gutted to miss it this year. Great coverage, thanks very much, Mark. We're used to having you here, mate. We hope we see you back soon. Bernard Conroy, Oscar Coap and Gavin Davison, all watching and all welcome along to the semi-final. Still in the commentary position with me is Stephen Scully from PackerReds.com. I'm sure for all of you listening out there involved in snooker and snooker clubs, you will be interested to hear what Stephen has to say on his website, PackerReds.com. You need to look at it. I've seen it. It's outstanding. And it will be something that the Munster and All-Ireland Snooker Club Championships will be getting involved with going forward. So Rebecca Cawley has said hello to us, Stephen. So hello, Rebecca. Delighted to have you with us here in Killarney.
And everyone, yes.
It's been a very convincing start from Roadstone. Long way to go on this, but you know, Philip Brown wouldn't have asked for better than that to get off to a flying start for the Dublin League team.
Yeah, and he's done very well to get that. He had a bit of luck there a few a couple of shots ago, where in breaking up the reds, he rolled one over the pocket, but he managed to keep the white safe behind the green. I know that's what he intended, but with that now he's in. Will he just play safety though instead of?
Oh, he had nudged us
trying to
behind
go?
the green.
Yeah.
No value in potting that ball at all. And now
No.
CJ Anderson has to be very careful.
So to get in the first frame in any match, and if any sport is is always an important thing. It puts the opponent under a fair bit of pressure to get back into it.
Oh, just delighted to have you with us here for this semi-final match. We will, of course, have the All-Ireland final later on tonight. And these two teams, well, they'll be battling their hearts out to get into that deciding match. A new name on the trophy this year. It's Roadstone versus Blackstaff, and it's Youghal COMS versus Q Club Killarney. Big welcome to Laura Doran. I wonder, Laurie, anything to Darren? Darren Doran here with Drum and S. Aidan O'Rourke is watching, Jason O'Regan, Barry McBride, all welcome along. Mark Nail's back to us again. Rooting for Roadstone, great bunch of lads and great players. They could go all the way, indeed they could. It's wide open, any of the four teams could win it. Kieran Corbett, welcome along. Gary Ewing, welcome along. So welcome along to everyone that's watching from all over the country and Norway, believe it or not. So brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And if they had a PackerReds.com, they could be inputting that information, couldn't they?
They could indeed. And we have their own competitions in their own clubs, and that would be an ask, I suppose, while I'm here, is we're currently testing a minimum viable product of this platform, and we want to expand that testing now and go to more clubs. So if your club would be interested in hearing more about it, no commitment required or anything, just if you want to hear something, get in touch via the website, packerreds.com, or my own email address, Stephen, Steven, at packerreds.com, and I'll follow up with you.
Well, we definitely wish you all the best with it, Steve.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's a great innovation, and it's the digital age we live in. Things are moving forward, and snooker, if it wants to survive, has to move with it. That's for sure.
Well, this is true, and most other sports have already had some form of a digital transformation in that way. And while I'm just on it, and speaking about it, I just want to give a quick shout out to Dean Washington and the guys in Potter Snooker Club in Drogheda, who have been fully committed to helping and testing it up to this point, and I'd like to think have really seen the benefits of it as well. Dean has a commercial club there with 7 tables in it, and at the minute, going through the week, you can't. It's book a table only. There's no. It's so busy, and that's with 3 competitions currently ran through packofreds.com on it.
Okay, wish you all the best with it. I think it's fantastic. It's the way forward. A few more messages from people watching around the country and further afield. Darren Murphy is watching. Gareth Mayers is watching. Oisin Bateman is watching. He wouldn't have been very happy with what he saw last night. Kilkenny shed a young man. His dad and his brothers are here, and Stephen Bateman, his brother, will be doing co-commentary for me for the All-Ireland final. So Stephen, looking forward to that, and me to have him along with me. Mark Campbell, any score in the other matches? We will get scores through to you, I promise you. Elaine O'Brien is watching. Welcome to Rose Sheridan. Barry McBride, best wishes to Big CJ from Canada. Brian Murphy, Robert O'Connor and Dane Mulpeter are watching as well. Shouting, I would imagine, for some of those guys I know, shouting for Blackstaff. And Barry Cunningham is watching. So welcome to everyone, one and all. I'm glad that you're in touch with us. I'm glad that you're getting to see this game. We will try at some stage to get some idea of the other tables. It is extremely difficult, as you can imagine, on a 5 table competition, and there's 10 teams in here. So, or 10 players I should say in here, 10 tables, 20 players. It's all mathematics at this stage. You're getting a little tired. We've been here for a few days now, and we're getting to the business end. But that is an excellent shot from Philly Brown.
Yeah, we've had quite a good safety exchange here. Those 4 colours at the top of the table are making a big target to snooker behind. So they've been bringing the white up behind it for the past few shots, waiting for somebody to make a mistake, which hasn't arrived yet.
No, solid play, but KG starts to the second frame. CJ for the win from Stephen Richardson. Barry Cunningham. Avish Harry is watching. Conor Dwyer and David McComb all watching. So I hope you're enjoying it. We will incidentally have one or two interviews a little later on as well. We'll be talking to maybe the winning captains of both the semi-finals ahead of the final. We may get to sit down with them for 2 seconds and have a chat, or stand up and have a few words with them ahead of the big match. At the moment, it's in the boiling point. It's in the pot. Gary Mosey McBride, wish I could be there this year. I played for Potter's C team a few years ago out of Dean Washington Club in Drogheda. Well, you're not here this year, Gareth. Hopefully we'll see you next year. But you're welcome along to tonight's coverage. So a bit of time to think about this one for Philly Brown. I think that he won't have much option, only to maybe try and pot and run back again. Well, he's gone inside very cleverly. And that's a well thought out shot.
Mm-hmm.
Tap on the table from CJ as these two players battle it out for this semi-final. Stephen, it's your first visit to Killarney, so you know there's a lot you can take from the place. Not only the venue, the conditions, not only the great play, but it's the atmosphere of the place, the way people mix, the camaraderie. I suppose there's a bit of slagging going on here, there and everywhere else, but that's all part of it. Everybody enjoys that. The crack is really good here.
It is really good, and that's sport in general as well. I'm really impressed as well with the people with their families down here. They're bringing their children down to see it and things like that. It's a real family atmosphere as well. So impressed with it, and the standard has been really high as well. You can see why people look forward to this all year and make it that they're here regularly year on year. They don't want to miss it.
They don't, no. And it's their kind of their holiday break.
And Killarney's beautiful as well. So
it's gorgeous.
they do come to.
Well, there's slapping going around. Just going to find out exactly what's happening on one or two other tables.
Yeah. So, an opportunity here for Philip. And it's just rattled the jaws. We noticed that last night in the All-Ireland final between Brendan O'Donoghue and Robbie McGuigan. That bottom left corner seemed to be the one that both players had trouble getting the ball into. It rattled the jaws numerous times, and so it proves again tonight. Not too much damage done though. Philip has the opportunity of a long red here, but with the pink, doesn't look like it'll go to that centre pocket. Long red on the right, sorry. So will he just play a safety off the red on the left cushion and bring the white back up into bulk? He's debating it and has decided to go. Nope. Indecisive at the moment. And it's a wonderful pot. It's a super pot. And we've got great action on the white as well to bring it up for the colour, so that could be that could really change this frame by taking a colour out of bulk now.
Okay, just to let you know that at the moment, rough estimation, it's Roadstone are up in 2, Blackstaff up in 2, and level on the other table. Youall up in 2, Q Club 1, up in 1, and the other two tables are level. So that's what it's like at the early stages of this semi-final. Well, let's refocus to where we are here. Philly Brown, fantastic opportunity. Already got 18 points. He's, do you know what? It's really, I've seen Philly so focused. He really is completely zoned into this game. He's going to have to be, because CJ Anderson is such a dangerous player. Big welcome along to everyone that's with us. Hugh Murdoch, Darren Heaney, Paul Herbertson, Matt Corrigan, all welcome along, lads. Barry Cunningham, Paul Loughran, Brendan Craig, Adrian Scully, Lee of the Jacksons is watching, Barry Keogh is watching, Stephen Hegarty, Stephen Bateman is watching, Amy McCarthy and Jamie Langdon all joining us here in Killarney, along with Demi Moan, Paul Ennis. Just gave those. I don't know the frame scores. It would, that's asking a lot. To be honest with you, we're not set up for that this year. Please God, next year with electronic scoreboards we'll be able to bring those to the screen. But this year we're just going on tables, Paul. So I can just gave that out a few minutes ago. James Anderson is watching. Barry McGuinness is watching. Rowan Healy and Owen Coyne. I would imagine that's on back in y'all, wondering how y'all are doing on. Well, they're up on 2 and down on 1 and level on 2. So very early stages and not a whole lot between all 4 teams. Philip Brown has got off to a fantastic start here, winning the opening frame.
And if he gets the blue back on its spot here and back down into position for red, the table's looking very, very suitable for high scoring.
Looking to go through there.
That has worked out very well, has it?
He's been very lucky there to get on that red. Getting a bit of the roll of the ball there.
Need to be a slight cannon into these reds now.
Yeah, good control shot on the black again.
Mm-hmm.
James Fennessy, good snooker man. Adam Boyles up above in Donegal. Phelan McCarthy. He just said he developed the yips, gave snooker up. Was never no world beater anyhow, but always enjoyed the Ireland's first year out in a while. So delighted to have you with us, Phelan. Keith O'Brien, Mark Campbell, Ollie Stone and Brian Lennox.
It's funny you should say that, just that comment about no world beaters, because that's basically what, with the Pack of Reds platform, I'd be hoping to help people to stay playing the game by playing similar level players to themselves.
Yeah,
you know
it's the first time in 25 years that Phelan hasn't been here. He's a stalwart of this competition.
Okay.
I'm saying to you, Phelan, put that cue back in your hand. You're more than welcome to come back. We want to see Letterkenny CYMS back here in Killarney. No excuses.
We've lots of world beaters who just want to play the game.
Yeah, we're all world beaters, yeah. The reality is not a very nice thing. I could have said something else
true. That's true. But with one of the competitions I'm running in Potters with the platform is one with the local GA club, and it's a bunch of newbies that haven't played the game in a long time.
Okay.
But we're just looking for an excuse to play the game.
Right.
And that's what you find. There's loads of people like the game. It's still got a demand. If you actually look on Google Trends, there were more searches for snooker last year in Ireland than ever before.
Really?
So the demand and the interest is there. Just people need an excuse to come and play it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an unlucky miss. It was always going to be a tough shot into that middle pocket. But a healthy lead has been built up.
Yeah, it's another kind of, there are a nice amount of points, 48 points at this stage of this, because CJ hasn't really got going here yet. Let me assure you, if he does get going, he will be a real proposition for Philip Brown. But Philip knows that. That's a beautiful shot from CJ Anderson. The white is going to run a little, but he still has the option. May go to the cushion. That's a little unlucky. He'll have to play off the side cushion. He's going to play the brown, I imagine. Going to shout out another few names in a minute, but let's stick with the snooker for a while. Here at the Glen Eagle Hotel. This is Full-Time Productions. You're with myself, Derek Kiley, and Stephen Scully from packerreds.com as CJ Anderson plays a very good safety shot.
That's excellent. He's left no shot at the red there, really.
We'll see what kind of physics will come into the mind of Philly Brown, how he's going to work this one out. He's having a good long think about it. Referee for this game, should have mentioned it, Pat Mooney from County Clare. Used to be involved with the Planet Ennis team down here. They were here for the Munster Championships, were Planet Ennis. That's a really good shot from Philly Brown.
Oh, he just missed it.
Well, he just drifted past. He's got a good idea where to go now, though. That's the one thing. So he's just giving himself a little bit of time. Tremendous focus on the face of Philly Brown. Pat Mooney will replace this ball. while he's doing that. Let's have a look at a few other people that have joined myself and Stephen here this evening. Brian Milner's watching. He's here, down with the St. Pat's team from Maherafelt. Adrian McFadden. Brian Summers is watching. PJ Nolan, the national coach at Snooker and Billiards Ireland. Fantastic guy. He's watching us from above in Carlow, up where the academy is there. PJ Nolan does some tremendous things for Irish snooker. A fantastic coach and a really nice guy. Highly regarded within world snooker, European snooker, and of course Irish snooker. Thomas Ford is watching us. Patrick Strong, Paul Ennis. Please God they get the job done. Philly Brown is playing a stormer here, he says. Obviously a big Roadstone fan. Danny Murphy is watching. Andrew Jack Jenkins is watching. Scott McCollum is watching. And a welcome to Keane Williams and Michael Lucy. You're all very welcome with us here on Full-Time Productions at the Glen Eagle Hotel for this All-Ireland Snooker Club Championship semi-final. And we will be here for the final as well. So, good to know that people are watching. A lot of interest there. This is great. Why wouldn't it be? That's a great shot.
Fantastic.
Looking for the right pace on the white now. Has he got past the red? Has not.
No.
Unlucky again. He's getting the long pop, but he's just not getting the run of the balls to continue the momentum, if you know what I mean.
This is true.
I will try my very best to keep you up to date on the other tables, because tables count here. I won't get frame scores, but I will get table results for you. I will promise I'll do my very best to do that. It's another good shot from CJ Anderson, but Billy Brown has a red to hit, and I don't know what he's going to do with this. It's not going to be easy to play safety from that red. He may have to think about, you know.
He may take them on.
He
Those
might.
three in the middle, three red balls, all seem to be covering each other. Can't. Oh, look
And
at that
that
shot.
is a beautiful shot from
And
Philly
he's
Brown.
also unlucky not to be on the black.
Yeah, that red is really upsetting the whole thing down there. A nod of the head in appreciation from a great sportsman, CJ Anderson, respecting that shot because it was played at such a slow pace.
He may also just play a safety here, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's just going to leave that by the ball cushion. It's the obvious shot. We'll come on to Eric Roger Pay, to James Nesbitt, Killian Kingston, Ross Rooney, Mark Campbell. He's a brilliant player. George losing 1-0 at the moment. Thanks for telling us that. We need a bit of help around the arena. That's Georgie O'Hara playing for Roadstone on a different table. Patrick McCrossan, Conor Morgan and Austin Fleming, you are all welcome along. Tell us where you're coming from, you know, what part of the country you are or what country you're in.
Oh, is it going to reach? No.
Well, that's going to be a foul and a miss, and Philip Brown will look at a very long rest shot and to try and put that red into the bottom left corner pocket.
Yeah.
But he's putting them back, so not worth the effort really. And CJ Anderson concedes a valuable 4 points, and every point counts at the moment.
32.
Do let us know where you are, what county you're in, what city you're in. Do let us know if you're in a different country. Share, subscribe, and tell everyone we've got the snooker on. What else would you be doing on a Saturday evening? Stay in, watch a bit of snooker, get involved in the atmosphere here in Killarney. If you can't make it down, or if you're even in the hotel here at the Glen Eagle, just do a subscription. Subscribe to Full-Time Productions and share. Oh, delighted to see Minnesota Fats in Glasgow watching. Delighted to have you along, lads. Many great tournaments down there over the years. Wonderful club. Stephen Richardson saying good luck. Robbie Keogh is watching. Austin Fleming and Conor Morgan all watching along with Patrick McCrossan. We're going to speak, as I said, a little later on to both captains. I think we'll get them separately. Before the final tonight here at the Glen Eagle Hotel.
I think that was effectively frame ball, wasn't it?
It was effectively frame ball, to be honest. 51 ahead, still enough on the table, but you know, Philly doesn't look like relenting here. He's made no mistakes. He's playing very solid snooker. So splits the balls, but again, Philip Brown Well, he's got a little nudge there. CJ Anderson looking for the butt extension here, maybe. We're just looking for a chalk pouch. He's put it onto his belt. Jamie Ballantyne is watching. Brendan Murphy, Dublin Billiards Snooker League. Up and 2, down and 2. So that's the kind of help we need. CJ Anderson misses that opportunity. It's not happening for the Blackstaff player at the moment. So I would imagine this will be 2-0. Philip Brown hasn't missed much tonight. I can't see him missing this.
You would need all reds and blacks to get a black ball, a respot black, I think.
Don't think that's going to happen, Steve.
No, I
don't think it is, because
that's it.
You know, it's going to be 2-0. Two very quick frames. Philip Brown, he's got to keep up the intensity. Welcome along, Shane Gorman, Mark Campbell, and Irene Whelan. Welcome along.
It's a great shot.
Well, CJ Anderson will certainly not come back to the table at this stage. I wouldn't imagine so. Look up the table. The red that is over the top right hand corner pocket, the green pocket, that would be an option for me if I was trying to play the shot rather than use the rest. Philip Brown is playing so well, and that's a power shot into the corner pocket. Now he's got the black to go up and get that red, make it a lot easier. Shot selection has been excellent. Control of the cue ball has been very, very impressive.
The next frame will be interesting though, because maybe CJ will relax a bit, knowing he has to just go for it.
Yeah,
at that
nothing
stage,
to lose.
you know?
Just keep going for it. But it's will he get the chance? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Philly's playing really solid stuff here.
Yeah.
For,
we saw that
Rosedon.
with Brendan O'Donoghue last night, that when he went 4 down, he relaxed into it a bit more and managed to get a couple of frames under the belt.
Yeah, it can happen. I said it in commentary last night, because the attitude is, look, I might as well go for it now. What have we got to lose? I'm 4-0 down. And that's a dangerous thing.
Yeah.
So it's another well-taken pot from Philip Brown.
He's cueing very well.
Welcome along, David Torbett, Ryan Hughes. Davy Morris is watching. How are you, Davy? Fantastic player. John Lynch and Gareth Devlin all watching. Delighted to have you with us here in Killarney this evening. So that will be that for the second frame. CJ Anderson will not get out of his seat. Pat Mooney will take the balls out of the pockets. It's 2-0 to Rosedon. And Philip Brown has been pretty impressive. Well, this is the arena, folks. If you're not with us here, you know what it's like. It's a special place. Plenty going on. 2 semi-finals. We'll try and catch up with some table scores for you. We're going to take a short break now. We'll do a bit of running around the arena and see how it's going in both semi-finals here on Full Time Productions. Talk to you in a bit. to mine. Yeah. Well, Connie had that, so I won't have to open them out. They'll do all their own. So I don't have to get involved in that, which is weird. Okay. Very welcome back. Billy Brown has, I suppose he's hit that in such a way that he didn't leave a whole lot. He hasn't. But CJ Anderson has to think about going for these now. He's training, he's maybe looking at a safety shot here, but no, he went for it. I think he has to go for everything now. He's got nothing to lose now. He's got an all-out attack on Philip Brown, who has been outstanding in this match so far, to be fair. He hasn't given CJ Anderson much to play with. Welcome along to everyone that's watching out there. Gareth Devlin, Darren Delaney, Caitlin Brady, and Martina Naze Kyo. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not. Also to David Duncan, Sean Teig, Tony Kenny from the Roadstone Club is watching, Oisin Wallace and Donald Foran is watching, along with Jackie Ryan. So foul 6 and a miss. That will go back up the table. Not the ideal start now for CJ Anderson. Stephen Scully has just returned to me, and he's got the updates on the tables around on the 2 semi-finals.
Yeah, well, I looked over the Yall and the Hugh Club semi-final. Yall are up by 1 in 3 tables, up by 2 in another table, and Q Club are up by 1 in the other table.
So you're all on top on the other semi-final at the moment.
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. So I hope that helps. We'll try and find out a little bit more about the tables involved in this match as well in a minute, so do bear with us.
I'll have a quick look.
Oh, Stephen's on his travels again. He's going to try and go in, catch up what's happening here. Annette Devlin, you're welcome along, and James Conn, John McBride. Who is your team? Is your team still involved in this championship? We have 4 teams left. Roadstone, Blackstaff, Yall and the Q Club Killarney. Who are you shouting for? At the moment, Yall on top in their semi-final. Here, Roadstone look to be on top on a couple of tables. Philly Brown definitely on top. CJ Anderson trying to play safety here. Had a plant as well. I had a look at that and realised there was a plant on. A good shot from CJ. But he's been unlucky again. He's ended up on the baulk line. It doesn't make it any easier when you have to try and cut the ball in from there. And he has overcut that difficult. And a chance now for Philly Brown, because one of these reds will go to the bottom right. And we've got Yaw CYMS flying the Cork flag. We've got Blackstaff flying the Antrim flag, the Northern Ireland flag, the Belfast flag. We've got Roadstone flying the Dublin League for Dublin City League, and Q Club flying the flag for the Kingdom. So 4 different counties, 4 different clubs. Neither Yall or Q Club have won it, and neither have Roadstone or Blackstaff. So a brand new name on this famous trophy. Stephen's back with what's going on in the other tables in this match.
Yeah, so we know that from this match that Roadstone are 2 up. They're also 1 up in another table, but for the other 3 tables, Blackstaff are 1 up.
Okay, Blackstaff leading this match at the moment, so they're 1 up on 3 tables. In the background, Anto Heaney there playing for Blackstaff. So Blackstaff up on 3, down on 2. Philip Brown won't care about that. He's concentrating on what he has to do for his club from this table. So just to give you an idea, as soon as we kind of get results or no confirmation of a win, we will let you know. Annette Devlin, James Conn, John McBride, Michelle Walsh, Robert Murphy. Robbie, nice to have you here, mate. Chairman of the ICC, good friend and buddy. A winner here down through the years from playing from the Wicklow Club, originally from Dublin. John Kelly is watching. Pete Starty. CJ just can't get going. I agree with you. He can't get going. But Philly Brown, give him a bit of credit. He's not missing much. Anthony Cronin is watching. Kieran Walsh, Chris Waldron. Stephen Richardson agrees that CJ can't get it going, but I agree 100%. But to be fair, Billy Brown, he's not doing anything wrong out there. John McBride, I generally don't mind who wins, thanks. I'm just enjoying watching another great championship being put together, along with watching some great snooker. Good luck to all involved. Thanks for those kind words, John. You're a neutral at heart, but you're enjoying the snooker. Nice to have you with us. It just got to show you, a lot of people around the country really interested in what's happening here, and with the contributions of the hotel, who sponsored this event, the people involved, the referees who give up their time voluntarily. You've got to say the referees are, they're a dying breed. We need more referees in snooker. And, when you put all those together, everyone's here for the love of the game, and everyone has a good time. To be honest with you, I think over the years everyone is mellowing. We're all getting a bit older now as well, so everyone gets along a lot better, and it creates a wonderful atmosphere.
Yeah, and thank goodness for having so many referees, or not. Obviously, we could do with more of them. But one thing about it, you notice as well, is the players make it easier for referees. It's such a sport for self-policing as well, that rarely do the referees have to get involved with anything overly controversial. So it's well worth anybody get involved and doing the courses that's required just to be a referee, and like you say, keep this game as healthy as it is and continues to grow to be.
Well, I do know that Snooker and Billiards Ireland have some great people involved in the refereeing, like the likes of Shane Mighty, as he's known to everyone, Neil Shanahan, different people involved. And I know that in Northern Ireland, the head referee here, John McGonnell, would have been a great supporter of people that want to get involved in refereeing. It's not for everyone. I mean, you couldn't pay me to do it. I just,
No.
I just wouldn't. I'd be more nervous than the players. But in case I made a mistake. But if people are interested in getting involved in the game, interested in, what it leads to is you can get trips away to world destinations. You can get trips away to European destinations. The EBSA, the European Billiards and Snooker Association, always looking for decent referees. There's grading at these events as well. And then you have the International Billiards and Snooker Federation, the IBSF. Pat Mooney, who's on this, who's refereeing this particular game, earlier, late last year, reffed a World IBSF final. Fantastic honour to do that.
Absolutely.
So there is that side of it. There is the involvement in the game, and just because you're a referee, when the matches are over, everybody's the same. The referees are appreciated by the players, and it would be a fantastic thing to see more referees coming here. Shocking statistic for you, Stephen. At last week's Munster Snooker Club Championships, we had the head referee, John McGonnell, and 3 referees. There was a time when there was 32 referees here for a Munster Championship. A lot of it, I suppose some of it's down to the B Championship. They're playing in the B Championship. No, they want to play rather than referee, and I understand that. But, events like this need referees, and I'm sure if people get in touch with Snooker and Billiards Ireland or NIBSA, Northern Ireland Billiards and Snooker Association, they'd be only too delighted to take them and show them what refereeing is all about. It's not for everyone, wouldn't be for me, but they do a fantastic job.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not an isolated thing to snooker either. That's the thing to note as well. I know that all sports, it requires a level of selflessness to become the referee and try to be impartial in games. So it's a real service that anybody who loves the game would be doing.
Yeah, it's nice too when you don't have to pick the balls out yourself, spot the balls up yourself, work out the putbacks and stuff like that. The referee can do that for you, which is great.
Sure.
A big shout out to Leonard Cohen, Chris Dolan and Adrian Moyes, all watching here in Killarney. Sean Pedlow, Brendan Canavan, Troy Hoggerty, Damien Shore, another really dedicated snooker man. Dave Goddard, Finola Sheridan is watching. Ishan Audriver is watching. Pronounced that all wrong anyway. And Neve Toomey is watching. Delighted to have you with us. My apologies, Ishan. So Philip Brown ahead again, 17 points to 5, 2 frames up. Got a black to look at here. Gonna have to hit this with a decent bit of power, I would imagine. Does indeed. Now rolls across, gets a good run on the ball there, gives him a shot to the top left. It's just, we've seen several frames over the last 2 days where, players that are top quality, like CJ Anderson is, players like Brendan O'Donoghue, top quality. And, they're going to have the days where they just can't get it going. And I agree with the people that are sending in messages. CJ hasn't really got himself going here. But I got to say, on the other hand, and give credit where credit is due, Philip Brown isn't giving him a whole lot to get going on, and he's taking his chances and potting well. So, as a complete neutral here, I like to see both players play well. Makes for a fantastic a match. But at the moment, I've got to say, Philip Brown is putting CJ under a lot of pressure. But it only takes one spark for this man. And if he can get that spark, he is very, very dangerous indeed. And I would never write him off, that's for sure.
You might
That's
get
a
him
very
behind this
good shot.
burn, shall he? No.
Very unlucky. Great effort.
You tell me, Derek, would the level of fatigue be coming in now at this stage as well?
Adrenaline and fatigue, huh? Two different things.
Mm.
Well, they played groups snooker over the last couple of days, since last Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Started last Thursday morning at 8:30. It's now Saturday, just gone 6:30, and they played a lot of group games. They've played some knockout matches, and they've waited around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's how you deal with the time you're not playing, I think, in Killarney is the key. You see some players will stay in the arena all the time. They like to be around the players. They like to watch the snooker.
Mm-hmm.
And some players just decide to get out of that environment and just relax. Let me tell you, here in the green room at 2 o'clock in the morning, a lot of people are relaxing. And when you should be going to bed, but the sing-song starts up because there's a social side to it as well. There has to be. I'm sure there'll be plenty of people in the green room here in the Glen Eagle tonight and above in Odie's bar, standing on tables and swinging their hips and all that kind of stuff. So, that's all part of it too. I love that.
You'll be leading that, won't you?
Oh, I will definitely be. If I'm standing on a table, we're in trouble. No,
we'll get steps up onto the table for
I
you.
think a step ladder might be an idea. Well, I intend to definitely have a few sociables.
Well, you've used your voice so much in this past few days. You need to. This is gonna. Oh, you might get in behind the green here, would it?
Well, it's a very, very good shot. Good length, good pace on the white.
Mm-hmm.
So big welcomes to everyone that's watching. We'd like to know how you feel about the tournament, how you feel it's going forward. We'd like to get your opinion on it. All input taken seriously. Welcome along to Niamh Toomey, Mark Tynan, Brendan Walsh and Ryan McQuillan. Kilmardinny Inn is watching. Welcome to everyone in the Kilmardinny Inn. You're more than welcome along here to Killarney this evening to watch the snooker. I hope you're having, have one for me. Drummond Snooker Club is watching. Welcome, a club so associated with this tournament. You're more than welcome along to the Glen Eagle Hotel this evening. Kevin Davis is watching. Jamie, ex-Shakira, is watching. Funny name. I'm sure you know what it means. Evelyn Cooney is watching. Dermot O'Connor and Darryl Forkin is watching. And Katie Irwin is watching. I'm watching these messages because I know snooker people, right? And they're going to try to set me up here. I'm going to come out with a funny name in a minute. Wait and see.
Sort of a prank one. Well, there's a challenge to everybody listening.
Won't be the first time I was pranked or caught down here, that's for sure.
Who can send something in that Derek's going to call out here now? That's what the challenge is.
Don't do that, please.
Yeah. By the way, that was a fantastic shot there that CJ played, getting it tied up in against the green there. So
yeah, it's on a serious note, and it is serious at this stage. Delighted to have all these people tuning in, but we've got to refocus ourselves here for the snooker. Try and keep you up to date what's happening on the other tables. These two semi-finals are hugely important, very serious, and for anyone that's ever been down here, as it goes table by table, then the crowd fall onto the floor, surround the deciding table. The pressure is immense on the players. The atmosphere is great. I've been to plenty of those where I couldn't watch.
Oh,
what a shot from Philip Brown.
Oh, he's so unlucky.
Big appreciation from the crowd.
Wonder.
Philip Brown may just try and put this into the middle pocket. I don't know. He may just have to just go back up the table. He's unlucky now not to get better position there, but didn't get a run of the balls there, Philly.
There's nothing safe left there if he puts it up the table. There's a couple of long reds available, so maybe the black is the one to go for.
It could well be.
Because the rewards are there if he gets it.
Yeah, huge rewards, and possibly the match. Susan Morgan is watching. Gordon Coomey is watching. Well, Colvin O'Brien thinks I'm a legend. I wasn't a legend the other night, Colvin, when I wouldn't give you the balls for a practice table. Stephen Richardson, the tournament has been brilliant. Thank you very much, Stephen. It's not over yet, mate. Plenty more to come. Cram Elgin. Figure that one out, lads. I know I'm going to get caught with some of these into trouble, but will the other big tables? No, they won't, Paul. I know you're asking me the questions. You'd love me to say yes, but I can't. Table 1 is the streaming table, but what we will try and do in the final, in particular, if table 1 finishes quickly, we do have cameras here that we can get on the floor and try and pick up on the other tables. So we'll try and do that for you later on this evening in the final. We can't do it at this moment in time. We'll have to set that one up, but we'll do our best to try and cover as much if this table finishes quickly in the final. Jordan Murphy, you're very welcome along. From I will be playing in playoffs possibly this evening, Jamie X Shakira asks, and they will be playing in the B section. That will not be streamed tomorrow, lads. The A section is the only streaming that we're going to have through to the end of tonight. They will not be streaming tomorrow, unfortunately, but I can tell you that from I will probably play this evening. There will be a draw, and it will be around 8 o'clock or before 8 o'clock for the B section as their groups come to an end. Welcome along, Patrick McConville.
Oh.
There's a bit of luck there on that one for Philly. He's breathed a sigh of relief there.
This could be the opportunity CJ has been waiting for.
Still
Probably
tricky. He has to go right
black
across
is up
his
the top
body.
of the table as well.
This is a tight. In the club, it's 10 times out of 10. You see how difficult that has become for CJ now, because he knows he's got to make the shots every time he gets in.
Unfortunately.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, just sent me his name backwards.
Oh.
Welcome along to Richard Comiskey, Denver Logan, Sean P. Carville, Paul Carey, and not sure about this one, Gaylon Clancy. I'm just so wary of snooker people because they have a wicked sense of humour, you know. Philly Brown.
Oh, that was also a big opportunity.
Not happy with something there, but he's got away with it again. He's getting the run of the balls, Philly. Now, he's played brilliant in the first two frames, and you can't take that away from him, but he's having a lot of luck in this frame. CJ has not been left a whole lot. Every time he goes to the table, it's a difficult pot. Paul Ennis says, thanks, Derek Riley. Great set up this year. You can thank Connie O'Sullivan and Full-Time Productions for a lot of that, not me, but it's delighted that you're happy with it. Paula Kelly is watching. Darren Breen is watching. Delighted to have you along with us. And we will be here right through to the final, and the end of the final we'll have the presentation right here on Full-Time Productions. You can subscribe, you can share, do whatever you can to get more people involved. Where are you coming from in Ireland? Where are you watching tonight? We want to know where you're based. Obviously a lot of interest from Killarney, Dublin snooker leagues, from Belfast, the Falls Road at the Blackstaff Club, and of course from Yaw's CYMS down in East Cork. A lot of interest in those areas, and delighted to have you with us. Great crowd from Yaw here again. They always support their team in numbers.
And that's one of the things I noticed, Derek, first time visitor as well. It's fantastic to have so many clubs from every part of Ireland, that everywhere is represented, and long may that continue. It's made for a great atmosphere, many different accents that you hear around the room, and a truly all-Ireland event. It's been fantastic to watch.
So Just ask how Aaron Tobin's doing in his game. He's at the table, at the pink, on a break. He's 2 frames up. It looks like he's running to a victory here against the Q Club. It's 1-1 between Adam Bullman over there for the Yaw team. Ross Bullman 2-0 up in his table. So you're all flying at the moment. 1 up on another table I can see. And looking around the arena. Not sure of the score in the Brendan Cooney table, but looking that way at the moment. You're all very much on top in their match in the semi-final.
A couple of good pots from CJ there that might settle them somewhat. The reds are pretty open. Pink is down back this end of this table as well, so unfortunately.
That's so uncharacteristic of the big man, because he has been playing excellent snooker here in Killarney. And I know a couple of lads have messaged us there said that he can't get it going. It's true, he can't. I mean, that was an opportunity there, and that's not like CJ Anderson. That's nothing close to like CJ Anderson. And he's left Philly Brown off there. It's how Philly Brown deals with the opportunity here. Noel Gleason from Nina, welcome. Andy Moon is watching. Stephen Richardson from Ballymena. Stephen, welcome back again. Stuart Henry, Conor Langan and Edward Evans all watching. Last report we had, Blackstaff were on top. It's another good safety shot from Philly Brown. On 3 tables, down on 2. We'll try and get a little look at that again in a minute and see how that's going. Well, CJ Anderson. Well, he's trying so hard to get going. He just can't find his rhythm at the moment.
Oh,
But
what
look
a pot.
at that. It's an astonishing long pot with power into these tight pockets on a fast cloth. But again, the pot is great. He doesn't have a whole lot to work with. Maybe
Not really an
possibly
angle off that green, has he?
I think he'll play a snooker. He'll use the green to cushion, or he'll play the black ball. Brings that out into a pot of a position. It's a decent shot. But, you know, 1 point from the visit again after a stunning. He's had some stunning long pots, but just not getting, you know, the roll of the board really. To be honest, not in this frame. I don't think CJ Anderson himself would argue with you in the first 2 frames. Philip Brown played really well. So the crowds are cheering on the other side. I think Aaron Tobin for Youghal has just won his match. So see, Aaron Tobin. Yeah, he's on the yellow as we speak. Important shot here for Philly Brown. Looks to clip off and does. That's a very good shot. Good escape. So you can maybe pick it up that Aaron Tobin has defeated Mark Chute by 3 frames to 0. So that's a big point on the board for Youghal CYMS. They need 2 more tables. And at the moment, Ross Bunman is 2 up in his match. That's another excellent shot.
You should be able to get very tight to this brown for a snooker now.
Yeah, that is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
If Philip Brown keeps escaping, it's just 1 point visits and it's not going to make a huge dent into the match.
But it's such a mental game as well. Like you wonder whether does Philip have the finishing line in sight, and that can be the hardest thing to get over. Get that last frame.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough always, and he will get nervous. It's bound to. It's bound to creep in. But then again, in this format,
He's missed that.
well, he's missed it on the way down. Is he going to get something on the way up? No, he's just run short. I don't think he'll be putting him back here.
No.
He's got the pink in a nice position. CJ Anderson needs to do something here. Needs to attack this table. We can pot that red into the middle pocket. He'll have the pink on the black spot. So an opportunity here now for CJ Anderson to get himself into this match. That's a very good shot. A little close to the pink. He'll have to possibly take the rest out here, but He's just got to be positive now. It hasn't happened for him. He's got to try and work himself into this match. It's a very close to the ball. It is very, very difficult.
Near knuckle.
I just missed it at the near side, and that's just the story of CJ's night, unfortunately. You all 1 up on tables on venue 2. Last we heard, Blackstaff were 3 up on tables, but that's a match win for Aaron Tobin, defeating Mark Chute by 3 frames to 0 on table 6 in venue 2. Well, CJ is just looking around at the other scoreboards. I'm sure he's worried about his situation, wondering how his teammates are doing. And I think the focus should be here, to be honest. Philly Brown with the rest. Excellent shot. And has the angle now to do something with the pink ball.
It's a real opportunity. None of these reds are in a safe position, so if you can get this pink back on its spot, on the black spot, will it be? Is its spot still covered?
Yeah, it is covered. It will go back on the black spot, which will suit. No, he got generated a good bit of power into that, but he hasn't left himself anything easy here. But he just pulls another 7 points ahead, and that's the crucial thing in a game like this. He may try to get up amongst the green and the brown and the black here, but it's difficult. Maybe trying to cut, shot to nothing. It's a very, very good shot.
It's worked out very well.
So he's had some tremendous long power pots, CJ. Well, this is going to be something special if we can do something here. A big welcome along to Stuart Henry, Conor Langan and Edward Evans. You're all very welcome along to tonight's broadcast here with Full-Time Productions. And that pink is now going to go into a safe position. Well, no, it didn't. I thought actually it was going to carry it a bit further over. Well, this is tight.
Seems to have the angle though, does he?
If he could just... It's very, very, very difficult. He has to be absolutely spot on with this. It's very, very tight.
And with that, we've 2 reds tied against the cushion as well, so this frame is...
Yeah, it's a long way from over, yes,
yeah,
Stephen. Long way from over. This is very, very, very tight. They'll have to absolutely get this perfectly there. Didn't want to even try it. Sends the ball back up to Bork. Looking to get in behind the Brown. That's an excellent shot from Philly Brown. Hasn't put a foot wrong, to be fair. Played excellent snooker. Big welcome along to Susan Morgan. How are you, Susan? Ryan Hayes is watching. Ivan Hurley, Billy Cotter, Mary Ahern and Barry McQuarrie, you're all welcome along, as is Wayne Doyle. Great billiard player, Wayne. John McDonald, John Torpy in Limerick. How are you, John? How are you keeping? Didn't play down this year. Hope you have a cue in your hand next year. Terry Parker, Frank Lee, watching us here at the Gleneagle Hotel. Now the Vice President of the IBSF and President of Irish Snooker, Jim Lacey, is watching. I hope yourself and Liz are having a nice weekend. Look forward to seeing you later on, maybe in the green room for one. Killian O'Sullivan, Vincent Meany above in Limerick is watching us. How you, Vin? Haven't seen you in a while. Make a visit back down. Michael O'Sullivan, St Patrick's Snooker Club in Marrowfelt are watching. Brian Milner's club. Gary Healy, Dennis Victory and Gary O'Sullivan. Gary O'Sullivan, great Cork player. League winner in Cork with Shooters. Played in the 147. Here last weekend to support Leon Crowley. He's watching, so you're very welcome along, Gary. Jed Shoot is watching. Oh, I know you're going to be disappointed to hear about Mark's result, but he's got 14 Mets and there's a long way to go yet. Q Club are playing Yossu MS. At the moment, Yossu MS are really playing well and in control of the match. So it's a tricky situation again for CJ Anderson. He's got to figure out a way of getting down here and not basically handing the frame to Philly Brown, because this red on the bottom cushion. Oh, what a great shot that is. He is travelling towards the red for the middle pocket. Sends another red safe. He won't be happy about that, but that's a great escape and hit it with some power as well. So Philip Brown now must contemplate the ball into the middle pocket. He's got to be careful. He's also got the ball nearest to him and maybe stunned for the pink.
Well, the update you is just that Roadstone or Blackstaff are level in the one that Roadstone were one up in. So Blackstaff in control everywhere else, really.
Every other table, Blackstaff in control.
Yeah.
4 tables. CJ Anderson won't know that. He's concentrating on his own game. But they're dominating on the other tables, and as often the case, this table is only one cog in that wheel that gets you through to the final. Big hello to Tommy Gleeson. Hiya, Tom. New Institute Munster champion, All Ireland champion on a few occasions. Lovely to have you along, mate. Ross Hughes is watching, and Frank Shields is watching as well. So welcome to every single person along here to the Glen Eagle Hotel. So referee Pat Mooney calling out the score. Roadstone 33, Blackstaff 19. But the most important stat at the moment is that Philly Brown leads by 2 frames to 0. But the other news is on the other tables, it's all about Blackstaff. So it's just this tournament you just don't know what's going to happen. And that'll change again, I'm sure. On the other semi-final, Youghal CYMS have already won 1 table. Aaron Tobin defeating Mark Chute. But 4 other tables still going. Ross Bullman 2-0 up in his match. Not too sure about the other table scores, but Youghal doing very well at the moment in that other semi-final, and will look for a place in the All-Ireland final. So the cheers are coming. Big Youghal support here as always. Matthew May playing against Ross Bullman. At the moment, Ross Bullman in charge, 2-0 up. Rémi McAllister wins the frame there. Must have been trailing in that one. Fought hard to get it. Gave a bit of a fist to the crowd, and out he walks for a break. Back here on our main table on Full-Time Productions, Philip Brown getting an opportunity to progress here with a win for his team, Roadstone. He's played very, very well, and no problem adding another 6 points. He's got a good angle on the red as well. So 21 points ahead, possible 43 on the table. You would expect him to take this red.
In a tight frame like this, these points are important, just to take the points and then play a safety off that red.
I feel sorry for CJ. He'll be the first to say, I just didn't play at all. It couldn't happen for me. But at the same time, fair play to Philly Brown. There's a lot of cheers from the Youghal supporters behind us in venue 2. Their team are flying at the moment, absolutely flying. Philly Brown again with another solid pot, another solid 6 points, and this is frame ball really, but I can imagine that this will go to the black cushion and the white will go up around by the yellow ball.
Yeah.
He's on to hit that, but safe enough, not a whole lot of damage done. But he would have liked the red ball on the cushion. It gives CJ Anderson a look, maybe a last chance in this match. He's got to consider the snooker, or is he going to go for the pot? I feel like he has to go for the pot. He just decides to run it up and down. That's coming back down towards Philly Brown. And if that goes in the pocket again, it's a 1 point gain and no real advantage, and that is that.
Oh,
Surely that is so unlucky. That is so unlucky for CJ Anderson. CJ Anderson now will watch as Philly Brown almost to a 30-point lead, 29-point lead at the moment. Just after this pink, there'll be 27 points available, and that's a beautiful shot from Philly Brown. But where's the white going?
Where's it going? Oh, just short.
Well, it just held up. That was my first opportunity to do that. I got a bit of a buzz over that. CJ Anderson obviously disappointed. He'll come back to the table, but again he's snookered. This is solid stuff from Philly Brown. I don't care what anyone says. Solid snooker. This will be hit with venom, I would imagine. 3-frame escape, but it's not enough. And the shaking of the hands. Philip Brown has just said, I'm sure he's just said to CJ, you just couldn't get going, mate. You didn't play at all. And, you know, he's delighted to have won for the Roadstone team. We're going to try and come back and give you an idea of what's happening. We'll pan around the arena here and try and figure out what's happening on the other tables. But it's a win on this table for Roadstone. My thanks to Stephen Scully for joining me. Really interested about packerreds.com. Wish you all the best of that. Lovely to have you in the commentary position. Thanks for running around the venue to get us table updates. Really appreciate having you, Stephen. Thanks for being with me.
It's been really enjoyable. Thanks. As I said, the whole event has been really enjoyable. And just to reiterate, if anyone involved in the club wants to try something like this, or even your sports and social clubs at work, or your other sports club, football clubs, anything like that, you want to run a snooker league, snooker competition, get in touch. Just to go on to packofreds.com, fill out the contact details there, and I'll give you a quick call, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay.
I'd really appreciate the ability to test it further as well. So.
Okay, Matt. Yeah, I'm sure that people will be very interested. Get on to packerreds.com. Have a look at what it's about. You will be impressed, I assure you. I've seen it. It is very, very impressive. Okay, just before we go to the break, just a few more people to mention, because the messages thank you are coming in thick and fast. Just going back through to Kyle Harding, Liam Brady, Kevin Quinn, Aidan Mulqueen is watching, Paddy Diver is watching, Donald Costadine, Joe Bradley, Alex Currid from the Wexford Club, the Liam Mellows Club, Paul Corrigan, a many-time player here in the championships in Killarney. We'd like to see you back, Paul. Stephen Heaney, Ryan Harkin, Desi Stinson is watching. What a referee from the Northern Ireland Billiards and Snooker Association. Many years down here, Desi, and I'm sure we'll see you down here again. I can tell you that Campbell Fortin has been asking for you. He's missing you. He's used to your company down here, so nice to hear from you, Desi. Jason Hoy is watching. Michael McAllister is watching. Daly's Bar Snooker Room. Great addition with the streaming this year. Well done, lads. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Chloe Kennedy is watching. Gerald McCluskey is watching. Timmy Kane, Chris Troy, Stephen Richardson watching as well. Finola Sheridan. Well done, Philly. Good win for Philly Brown. 3-0 against Paige Anderson. That doesn't happen every day of the week. Terry Cassidy is watching. Mark Campbell. Well done, Philip. Connor Kelly is watching. Robbie Walker is watching. Hello, Robbie. Delighted to hear from you. My own daughter Jeanette has got through to me. I suppose it's the only way we can talk these days, Jen. She's watching down below in Clashmore, County Waterford. Brian Walsh from Fermoy. Jamie X Shakira tomorrow morning, draw later. Fred Eamon Crawford is watching. Gavin O'Brien is with us. Mark Corcoran, I should say. Freddie O'Duffy and James Corbett. Okay, I need a break. We're going to take a break. At the moment, it's all about Blackstaff. They're in charge under the tables. On this table, it was all about Philly Brown. 3-0 over CJ Anderson. Plenty more snooker to come in our build up to the All-Ireland Club Snooker Championships. It's going to be fantastic here at the Glen Eagle Hotel in Killarney with full-time production. Stay with us here. We're going to take a short break